Welcome students of class 10. This is our second lecture of work, energy and power. Now let's see what is power. Power is rate of doing work. Suppose a machine done W amount of work in T second, then in unit time that machine done W by T amount of work. That is, the power of the machine is given by W divided by T. So power is given by W divided by T. And then the unit of power in SI unit, it is watt. Okay. Now another unit of power is horsepower, and the relation between horsepower and watt is 1 horsepower equals to 746 watt. This horsepower unit is basically used for the power of car engine, to represent the power of car engines. Now there is a relation between velocity and power. Observe, P is given by W divided by T, and W work done is given by force multiplied by displacement of the body divided by T. So if we separate S divided by T like this, so F multiplied by S divided by T is written as velocity or average velocity. So power is finally given by force multiplied by velocity. This is very important formula. Numericals can come by using this formula. Okay. Now move to the energy. What is energy? Energy is capacity to do work. Suppose a machine has more energy if it is capable to do more work. So work and energy are proportional. Okay. Now we know power is given by W divided by T. So W is given by power multiplied by T. So energy is also can be written as power multiplied by T. Now SI unit of power is given by watt second, or it can be written as joule. Okay. Now another commercial unit of energy is kilowatt hour. It is basically used for commercial purposes. Okay. Now the relation between kilowatt hour and joule is 1 kilowatt hour equals to 3.6 into 10 to the power 6 joule, and another unit of power is electron volt. It is given by EV, and this is basically used for the atomic particles like electron, alpha particle, protons, etc. Okay, the relation between 1 electron volt and joule is 1 electron volt equals to 1.6 into 10 to the power minus 19 joule. Now problem number 1 is this. A boy weighing 350 Newton climbs up 30 steps, each of 20 centimeter height, in 1 minute. Calculate its work done and power spent. Now if the body is weighing 350 Newton, to climb up steps it is required to apply minimum 350 Newton force by the boy to climb up the stairs. So F is taken as 350 Newton. Now the displacement. There are 30 steps, each 20 centimeter height. So the total displacement of the body is 20 multiplied by 30 centimeter. So 600 centimeter. Now convert it into meter, because we are going to do the numerical total in SI system. So 600 divided by 100 is 6 meter. Now work done is given by F multiplied by S. So 350 multiplied by 6. So 2100 joule. Now power is given by work multiplied by time. So 2100 multiplied by 1 minute is converted into second. So 60. So this is given by 35 watt. Now move to the problem number 2. Problem number 2 is basically given that a water pump rises 50 liter of water through a height of 25 meter in 5 seconds. Calculate the power of the pump required. The value of G is given 10 Newton per kg, and density of water is given 1000 kg per meter cube. Now mass is given by volume multiplied by density. So volume is given 50 liter. I have converted it into meter cube because in SI unit the volume unit of volume is meter cube. So 50 divided by 1000 meter cube is the volume, and density of water in SI system is 1000. So 1000 gets cancelled, and the mass of the water which is rises by the pump is 50 kg in 5 seconds. So the total force is minimum applied by the pump is M multiplied by G. So M is given by 50 kg and G is given by 10. So the total force required is 500 Newton, and work done is given by F multiplied by S. So 500 multiplied by 25 meter, because here the height is 25 meter. Now power is given by work multiplied by time. So 500 multiplied by 25 divided by 5, because the work is done in 5 seconds. Now the power of the pump is 2500 watt. Now there is some problem for you for homework.